Welcome back to US Grit Baseball, where we're getting ready to play game 2 of pool play against MVP Hustle Luna. I believe it's their 9U team playing up to 10U. Rocco starting in left field. Thank you so much for tuning into US Grit Baseball. If you're new here, my 10-year-old son Rocco right now is in left field, and Mason Herrera, we call him Sugar Rush, is on the mound to lead off this game against MVP Hustle Luna. They show bunt and he pulls back and takes strike one. If you do like something you see in our videos, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. We appreciate you watching and any support you offer. So Mason Herrera coming set now in an 0-1 count. And the pitch is in there for strike two. Good pitch, Herrera. All right, Herrera trying not to let him go. He was ahead 0-2. Now we're in a full count. And here is the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground. Fielded by Mason Doyle, thrown over to first base for out number 1 of the inning. Good job, Herrera. That's one down. Sorry for the cart background noise behind me. Good job, Grit. Let's go. Okay, Herrera back up to pitch. Nobody on, 1 out now. First pitch is in there. Called strike one. Good pitch, Herrera. All right, here we go. Payoff pitch from Herrera. Down and away, ball 1, and he does issue a walk. We got runner on first with 1 out now. All right, Herrera pitch, throws bunt. And runner doesn't go, strike one. All right, Mason Herrera stepping back on the mound here. 0-1 pitch here, runner on first. And that pitch is outside, runner goes. Ball's there, and it hits the runner in the helmet and bounces away. Way out in the outfield, runner's at third. He's probably gonna score. Play at the plate? No play at the plate, so that was an unfortunate break there. That hit the runner's helmet as he slid in, and that ball shot out into right field. All right, nobody on now. The 1-1 pitch from Herrera. Ground ball back to him, easy play. He jogs over, makes an easy throw to Levi, and that's 2 down. Good job, Mason. All right, new batter steps in, nobody on. Grit already down 1-0. First pitch is down and away, ball 1. Batter stepping back in, 1-1 count now. Mason Herrera from the windup. And the pitch is swung on, hit in the air. And that's gonna fall. So that young man has himself a single. Nice hit. Still 2 outs. All right, Mason Herrera coming set. Runner on first. 1 out. Ground ball. Doyle was going the other way. Coming across is Clayton. And the throw. Oh, and it gets away from Levi. So that's a bummer. A little error there. Keeps this inning alive for MVP. Let's go, Mason. Bear down, kid. All right, busy shot here. Lots of players in the shot. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Okay, Herrera coming back set now. First and second, 2 outs. Looking to get out of it after the error without any damage. Swung on, hit in the air. And Rocco is underneath it and makes the catch. Attaboy, Rocco. That's 3 down. Good job, son. Let's go, Grit. Let's go score some runs. Okay, Mason Herrera, Sugar Rush, stepping in to lead off for Grit. Looking to even this game at least. Take away this lead, help himself out. First pitch. In there, strike one, good pitch, number 50. All right, Herrera back in, looking to help himself out. Down 1-2 here. Pitcher, a little shimmy on the mound.
Yes, sir.
Pitcher comes set. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, hit well in the air. And, my bad, caught by the right fielder. Good play there, 1 down. All right, Mason Doyle stepping in now. Nobody on, 1 out. Mason Doyle stepping in, nobody on, 1 out. Here comes the first pitch at the at-bat. Little breaking ball down in the dirt for ball 1. Back in. Young man on the mound is a very decent pitcher. Mixes up speeds. Location's pretty good. That one's hit well. And caught by the right fielder again. Nice play, number 18. He's got 2 putouts. Good job. All right, now Grit, 2 down, nobody on. Clayton's stepping in now. Try to get something started here in the first. First pitch is up, now called strike 1. That pitch looked like it broke maybe a little late, but umpire thought it was on the edge, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on, hit well in the air. And that one's gonna get down, so it finds some grass in this deep field. Grass starts way far out. Good job, Clayton. Okay, Eden stepping back in here. First pitch is off the plate, ball 1. Clayton going. The throw bounces away. Clayton's gonna be safe there at second. Good job, kid. The 1-1, that's at Eden's head. It gets away. Clayton's gonna go 3, and he's gonna be there safely. So there he is for you, Eden. Let's hit him in now. Eden stepping back in here. Runner on third, full count pitch. Swung on, hit well, and stopped by the shortstop. Great play. And wow, what an excellent play there from their shortstop. Sports Center top 10 on that one. Okay, Herrera back out to work. Top of the second. First pitch is in there for strike one. Good pitch, Mason. Mason in a 0-1 here. Swung on, hit. And that's going to get down into the outfield. They throw one from center field. Almost get him. Not that close, but close enough maybe for the try. And runner on first. Nice hit, young man. All right, Mason, first pitch at the at-bat. In there, strike one. Runner holds. Nice pitch, Mason. Here is the 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup. Good pitch. Herrera, one down. All right, runner on first, one out. First pitch. In there, strike one. Runner does go. And if we get a good throw, he's hosed. But it tails on Saya. And Doyle can't quite get to it. So runner takes second base. Good job, 75. Let's go. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Down in the dirt. Saya slides over, but it bounces away. And runner is going to take third base. He moves quick. All right, here comes the payoff pitch from Herrera. Swung on, hit well. And that's going to get into left field and score another run for MVP. So they go up 2-0. Runner on first base. Nice hit, young man. Okay, runner on first now. First pitch to the new batter is in there for strike one. Nice pitch, Herrera, right on the outside corner. All right, Mason set again, the 0-1. Show bunt. Ball's in the dirt. It was blocked by Saya, but no chance on the runner going second. He takes second base. All right, Mason working now. 1-2 count. And here is the pitch. Swung on and hit well. And that's going to get into left field, and they're going to throw home, but there's runner's going to hold at third. So they actually hold it there at shortstop, and we've got runners at the corners now with still one out. All right, Mason Herrera stepping back in. Runners at the corners now, and a little bit of a jam, one out. Trying to hold this team down here. Outside for the first pitch, ball one. Runner goes second base. They let him have it. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, hit to the right side. Fielded by Gavin. Thrown to first. So that's going to be 2 outs, but it does score another run. It is 3-0 MVP. Let's go Grit. All right, Herrera back up to pitch now. Down 3-0. Runner on third. 2 outs. First pitch. Called strike one on the outside corner. Nice pitch. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, hit well, and that is going to get through to left field. So that's going to score another run. And we've got 2 down still, runner on first base. All right, Herrera back up to pitch. Runner on first now, 2 outs. Looking for the third out here. Swung on and hit well on the ground, but foul. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, hit in the air. Austin going back, and he does make the catch. So that is going to be 3 outs. Good job, Austin. Grit finally gets out of it, but they're down 4-0. They need a rally. Let's go. All right, Saya stepping in to hopefully get something started. I did change microphones. I'm worried about the wind. Hopefully it doesn't pick up the conversation behind me too bad. I'm going to take a look at the settings here when I can. First pitch to Saya is swung on and fouled to the backstop for a little bit of a sword there. Strike one. All right, Saya stepping back in here. He's down 0-1. Pitcher comes set. The 0-1 delivery is going to hit Saya. He's going to take it, and he's going to trot down to first base. Attaboy, kid. Way to take one for the team. All right, Gavin stepping in now. Saya on first, nobody out. Grit needs a rally. Get back in this game. Gavin shows bunt, and Saya holds at second. That's ball one. All right, first, I'm sorry. That's ball one. Here's the 1-0 to him. That's up and away. That gets by the catcher and goes way away. Saya is going to take second base. First base did a good job to charge in on that, so Saya didn't take third base as well. Here we go. Okay, Gavin stepping back in at a 2-0 count as the dads behind me relive their glory days in baseball, talking about how good they were. Let's see how good Gavin is. And here's the 0-2. Gavin shows bunt, and he does get it down. Fielded by the pitcher, thrown over to first base. And Gavin's going to be safe as the ball gets away. And that's going to score Saya. So Gavin is able to move Saya 2 bases on that bunt as it gets away from the first baseman. Good job, Gavin. Second nice bunt of the day. I think the ball hit him. I think he's going to be fine, though. Good job, kid. Okay, Levi stepping in now. Gavin at first base. Nobody out right now. Good, looking for a big inning of their own. First pitch is inside, ball one. Gavin's going, and he's going to be safe there at second base. Ball gets away, and he's going to go third. And he's going to be up at third base. Good job, Gavin. Way to go, kid. Pitcher comes set, 2-1 delivery. Swung on, hit back up the middle. right back where it came from. Second baseman does get there, but he doesn't have a play. So Levi has himself an infield hit, scoring another run. Good job, the kid. All right, Jack's stepping in now. Levi at first base, nobody out still. And the pitch to Jax is up. Levi is going, and he's there safely. Good job, Levi. Way to go in there hard, kid. Here's the 1-2 again, and he swings through that one for strike 3, 1 down. My 10-year-old son Rocco stepping in. Levi at second base, 1 out. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Good eye, Rocco. Here's the 1-0. That one is a great little curveball or slider. Starts at Rocco's head, fools him, strike 1. All right, Rocco stepping back in. Getting tough here, 2-2 pitch coming up. Needing to help his team here. Pitcher looks, comes set, pitch, and Rocco pokes one, and that's gonna get down, I think. Or was it caught? No, it did get down. Okay, good. Man, I couldn't see it. But good job, Rocco. Nice little single, attaboy. All right, Austin stepping in now. First pitch to Austin is in there, strike 1. And Rocco goes second, and they let him take it. There we go. All right, here we go. Pitcher comes set. And the 0-2 called, strike 3 on the inside corner. That's 2 down. All right, lineup turns over. Herrera with a chance to really help himself out as he's the pitcher and trailing in this game. We got second and third, 2 outs. Base hit could score 2. First pitch in there, strike 1. All right, Herrera stepping back in, down 0-2 here. And the pitch is swung on and missed, and they tag him out there at home plate. So he goes down on strikes. They leave 2 aboard. Let's go, Grit. Let's go get some outs. Clayton into pitch now. Oh no, I'm sorry. Mason Doyle into pitch now, and he leads this inning off with a ball outside. Grit in a bit of a dogfight, needs to try to hold them to as little runs as possible. Their pitcher is very good. Swung on and hit in the air, and I can't see it, but it looks like, yeah, it was caught by Levi there. Good job, Levi. 1 down. All right, Mason Doyle back up to pitch here. Nobody on, 1 out. His first pitch to this batter is in there for a strike. Grounded, bobbled a bit, bobbled again, and we're not going to have an out there. Herrera was great last game. A little misstep there. Runner on first base. 1 out, runner on first base. First pitch is swung on, hit in the air. And going back is Levi, but that's going to be out of play for strike 1. So the 0-1 swung on, hit in the air, and underneath it is Gavin, and he makes the catch. So that is 2 down, and still runner on first base. Good job, Doyle. Okay, Doyle back to work here. Runner on first, 2 down. Swung on, hit back at him, and off the mound, and it takes a nasty bounce. So that's going to get into the outfield. That young man has a hard hit ball up the middle, takes a good bounce for him, and he's on first base with a single. Good job. All right, Mason Doyle back on the bump here. 2 outs. First pitch to the new batter is called, strike 1 on the upper half part of the strike zone. 0-1. I'm set. The 0-1 swung on, hit on the ground. This should be an out. Charged, thrown over to first, and out number 3. Good job. Doyle puts up a 0, which Grit needs. Let's go score some runs, boys. Here we go. Okay, Mason Doyle stepping in now. Chance to help himself out. He inherited a trailing game here, but he could get a chance for a win if we can go up. And the first pitch is hit, but foul, I believe. Yes, foul. The 1-2 swung on, hit in the air, and caught right there by the first baseman. I couldn't see it. That's 1 down. Let's go, Grit. Okay, Clayton's stepping in now. 1 out, nobody on for Grit. Looking to get something started here. His first pitch is up for ball 1. All right, Clayton stepping back in. 2-2 count now. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. That's 2 down. Okay, Eden stepping in now. Nobody on, 2 outs. Looking to get something started for Grit. Down 2 runs. Swings at the first pitch. Hit hard, but that's going to be foul. All right, Eden stepping back in now. 2-2. Trying to help out Grit here. Pitcher comes set. Here's the 2-2 delivery. Swing, and it's a chopper, and it's hit, wow, through. Well, where were they playing on that one? I'm not sure, but Eden has himself a single. Good job, kid. All right, Saya back in now. I got the stacked youth boys next to me. They're having a good time. What's up, boys? How you guys doing? All right, say what up. All right. All right, Saya back in. Here's the pitch. He swings through that one for strike one, and Eden holds at first base. Up. Saya swings at that one. It's hit in the air, drifting his center field, and he makes the catch. He covered a lot of ground there for that. Nice play, 24. That's 3 outs. Let's go. All right, Mason Doyle out to work now. Grit down 2-4 here. First pitch of this inning in there for strike one. Nice pitch, Doyle. All right, here we go. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Doyle. Swung on, hit in the air, and caught by Gavin. Attaboy. Nice play, Gavin. Nice job. Okay, here comes the 1-1 pitch from Mason Doyle. Swung on, hit in the air. Underneath it is Doyle. He's blocking the sun with his hat and makes the catch. Way to go, kid. Nice job. All right, Doyle, new batter. First pitch. Swung on, hit in the air again, and foul, I think. Yes, foul. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. Going back is Gavin, and he can't quite get there. It gets by Eden. Runner going 2. And he's going to be safe there at second base. Nice hit there, number 18. Good try, Gavin. Still 2 down. Doyle back to work here, runner on second. First pitch is called. Strike one on the outside corner. Nice pitch, Doyle. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. And that's going to get down. Throwing 4. And the ball gets away. Runner going. No, he's going to get hung up. We got a little bit of a pickle here. Running him down. And they're going to get him there. Nice job, Grit. Way to get the out. Nice little pickle. I think that's the first good one I've gotten on video. That's fun. And Doyle puts up a 0. Grit needs runs. Let's go. All right, Gavin stepping in now to lead off the inning for Grit. Probably our last chance as we're running low on time, down by 2 runs. First pitch is in there for strike 1. Good pitch. Here's the 0-1. Swung on, hit on the ground. Under the glove of the shortstop, so Gavin is going to get to first base. He's got the luck of the Irish today. Good job, kid. Okay, Levi the kid stepping in now. Gavin at first base, no outs. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled to the backstop for strike 1. The 0-1 is off the plate for ball 1. And Gavin takes second base easily. Good job, Gavin. Pitcher comes set. Levi in a 2-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another breaking ball gets him. That's 1 down. All right, Jackson now waiting for his first pitch. Gavin on second base. And the first pitch to Jax is swung on and fouled back. Strike 1. Jackson and 0-1. That one's off the plate for ball 1. And Gavin is safe there. Are out, I guess, at third base. I couldn't see that well, so that's 2 down. Here's a 2-2. Swung on, hit well, and into right field they throw to first, and Jax is safe, so Grit stays alive and gives Rocco a chance. Let's go. Jax on first, Rocco representing the tying run in our last chance. Ball's in the dirt, Jax goes 2, and he's gonna be safe there at second base. Good job, Jax. Stepping in, 1-2 delivery coming up. And that pitch is called strike 3. Grit, good effort. That's a tough team, tough pitcher. One of the best pitchers we've seen for sure. I think that's going to be the game. Let's see here. All right, hold your heads up, Grit. You played hard. Like I said, tough pitcher. That is the ball game. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. Don't forget to share the video. We really appreciate your support, and we'll see you guys for the next game. Peace.